There we go. Hey, friends. Andy Kennedy here with day 53 of Toxic Truths. And today I'm going to read to you a little bit from my book that we have as a course book for the herbalism certification that I'm getting this year. It's called The Gift of Healing Herbs by Robin Rose Bennett. And today I'm talking about salt, trace minerals, what salt used to be, why trace minerals are no longer as easy to find and get, and why supplementing them is maybe a good idea. So backing up, because that was a whole mouthful. This is 60 Days of Toxic Truths. We're on day 53. There's only 7 days left. If you've missed the other 52 days, the first 2 weeks were on nutrition. So this could technically fall into that category, but we're sliding it into the home because salt has multiple uses in the home. And when I first thought of salt, it wasn't really it was a little bit nutrition because it's in cooking. And yesterday we talked about cooking. But it could have gone in the body section as well, or the nutrition section as well. The second 2 weeks were body and the epidermis. The third 2 weeks were mindset. And now we're on the home. And stay tuned through the end of this series to hear how you can get this series delivered right to your inbox for free, with all of our added resources right there for you and some additional bonuses and benefits. And I'm excited. We just sort of formulated and finalized that today. So we got a week to kind of clean that up and finish that for you guys, but I'm excited because yeah, it's a long time coming. I can't believe that we're at day 53. And if you had said when I started this, how much I would get out of this, I wouldn't have believed you, but I have so many amazing takeaways. But I digress. So today, why I wanted to talk about sodium was when I was thinking about the kitchen and thinking about health in general and thinking about toxins that I eliminated. A long time ago, Craig and I removed white sugar, gluten flour, and iodized salt and table salt from our kitchen. All we use now when it comes to salt is this pink Himalayan salt, which is really, really rich in minerals. Obviously, with salt, that's sodium. But our bodies need sodium in so many ways. And when we sweat, we lose all of those trace minerals, potassium, magnesium, sodium, right? And our body almost, thirsts to have those minerals back in our system. So it's important not to compound upon that loss by taking in an ingredient or an item like iodized salt, which is really actually the salt. This is why I wanted to read this to you. Table salt, the most common kind of salt found in the average kitchen, usually comes from salt mines. Once mined, it's refined, and most minerals are removed until it is pure sodium chloride. This makes it bitter and less nourishing than sea salt. Most table salt is also available in iodized form, where the salt is then artificially spray coated with iodine. I don't even know. How do we get there? How do we get to a world and a place and a system where we take a perfectly good mineral, an item out of the earth, which honestly we don't even really need to do, because we could add salty things in, like certain fishes and certain fruits and certain veg and olives and the reason that you taste earthiness in an herb like dandelion or burdock or beets when you eat them is because they're extremely rich in those minerals, right? Dirt tastes like dirt because of all the minerals in it. So beets, carrots, onions, anything growing, garlic, anything growing in the dirt will taste like that. But some plants like dandelion that are very rich in those nutrients taste like that too, taste bitter like that as well. So I wanted to just come and talk about that first. And then I have another, and I'll take a photo of that and put that in the Facebook group for you guys. But then I have another link, and for any of those of you that are watching today that are in the Facebook group, I'm grossly apologetic for being behind on my resources. So I just threw in like 8 days from the 30s and then from these last 40s and early 50s episodes of the resources that I missed. So juice in there if you need to get in there. But trace minerals, for one, there are 9 trace minerals: chromium, copper, fluoride, iodine, iron, manganese, molybdenum. I've never seen that word before. Molybdenum. That B is probably silent, but anyway, someone can correct me on that. Selenium and zinc. So, your body needs those, for one, for processes in it, right? Like, we're using those minerals on a daily basis for processing biochemical reactions within our body. This article says. I love that. So, let's start with where we can find some of those. Let me get a time check on myself really quick. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. Okay. So chromium. You can find chromium in broccoli, potatoes, apples, banana, garlic, basil. Copper you can find, for one, it's really a key component in some antioxidant reactions. So you definitely want that inside your body because it's helping your body produce energy, right? So copper, even though it sounds weird, you want that. It's in for plant foods. I'm only giving you the plant foods because the jury's out for me on whether these minerals found in meat, since they were from the plants originally, it's like eating fish to get the omegas. We don't do that. We get our omegas from plants. So algae, sea buckthorn berry, raspberry seeds. So the fish only eat those things. So we get the omegas from them. That's like a fishing industry toxic truth if I've ever heard one. So minerals wise, we want to be getting these minerals in from plants because I don't think that eating the meat personally is worth the process to get these secondhand minerals. Okay, so enough of my soapbox on that. So copper you can get from nuts, seeds, and cocoa. You can also get it from whole grains, which I don't discount. Fluoride. Fluoride's a rabbit hole I choose not to go down today. Iodine, you can, really good for your thyroid. You can get from really any plant-based foods grown in iodine-rich soils near the ocean. So you're going to get iodine from your sea kelp and from your other, water-based, sea-based plants like sea buckthorn berry. Actually, I don't truly know if that grows near the sea, but it sounds like it does. Iron, the biggest myth is that you can only get iron from meats, which is bogus. Again, the reason meat has iron in it is because those animals have eaten plants. So legumes, dark leafy greens, I believe beets are high in iron as well. Manganese, nuts, pineapples, sweet potatoes, seeds, legumes, and whole grains. And then that word I can't pronounce, which is a component of enzymes in your body used for breaking down amino acids, can be found in a variety of plant foods, especially legumes and nuts. Again, that word is molybdenum, something like that. Selenium, which also is good for healthy thyroid function, and it helps protect the cells in your body. Can be found in a lot of nuts and legumes and seeds as well. The last of those trace 9 is zinc. And when we're sick, right, that's what people say, like, take your zinc. Zinc can be found really mostly in fish or foods that are high in protein. So I think spinach, when I think of foods that are high in protein, beans. So I'm not sure if zinc can be in those. It's not in this article, but I'm going to go with not eating the oysters to get the zinc. So anyway, that's trace minerals. If our soil is depleted, then our minerals are depleted. So it's really important to go for minerals. And so the way that I do that is with my whole food plant concentrates. So if you've never heard of Juice Plus, this might be the first time I'm actually plugging this. I can't believe I waited until day 53 to plug this, but I'm a purist. And I was super skeptical about these because I was not eating tomatoes at the time. I had food allergies, brain fog, inflammation, the list goes on. And I was like, no, I can't have that because I can't have tomatoes and rice bran and quite a few other things that were in here. That might be it, actually. No, I feel like there's one thing in here that I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating mangoes for some reason. So in any event, whole foods. literally what's on this label. And what's not on this label are all of those trace minerals, because the FDA doesn't require us to put them on there. But I just rattled off 17 different plants and they're all in here. So you're getting all those trace minerals when you're eating a whole food concentrate like this. There isn't anything else like this on the market. So if you tell me, oh, it's fine, I take something else that's like, Athletic Greens, something like that, or Beyond Nature, or, well, those aren't tested. They don't have a lot of science behind them. You don't know what's in there because NSF doesn't test them. And I personally would always rather go with the best of the best when it comes to the things that I'm putting inside of my body. I grow my own food, and I still think it's important to supplement with whole food concentrates. So that's my plug for that. And that is day 53, salt and sea salt and trace minerals. The little caption down there just says table salt or sea salt. So now the quest is up to you. And we'll see you tomorrow, as always, for day 54. And that is going to be on... Oh, finally, I get to tell the story of when I toxified myself during this toxic challenge. Okay, stay tuned. See you tomorrow.